the end of this month, I'll be 30. That's right, 30 years old. I'm staring into the abyss of oldness, and will shortly transcend my 20s. I know what you're thinking. It's all downhill from here. My metabolism will take a hit, and I will slowly or rapidly start packing on the pounds. Or will I? Does our metabolic rate really slow down as we hit 30, 40, or even 50 years old? Hey, don't ask me. I'm not even 30 yet. What do I know? Let's ask science. Let's check out a 2021 study on daily energy expenditure through the human life course, containing 6,421 subjects. Wow. And here's the data. It's pretty evident after adjusting for fat mass and fat-free mass that from age 20 to 60, our metabolic rate and total daily energy expenditure stays super steady. No drop at 30, thank God. Not even a drop at 40 or 50. When it does start to drop, it's in our 60s, and even then the drop it's pretty steady. And you know what? I think I'm okay not rocking abs in my 60s. I'm all right with that. I'm content with that. I absolutely love studies like this. They let us know that we're not doomed to have a slower metabolic rate. And if you're already in your 40s, 50s, you're still benefiting from a decent metabolic rate, really good metabolic rate. And even if you're over 60, it's really not that bad. Andy, this is getting my nipples hard and all, but I know my metabolism's slower. I was super lean in my 20s. I eat the same. I still work out, but I continue packing on the pounds. My metabolism sucks. Well, maybe it's not your metabolism. Maybe it's your lifestyle. Maybe, just maybe, you've steadily become more and more inactive. I know I have. I've gone from being an all-arms physical training instructor in an infantry regiment, taking physical training multiple times per day, taking runs, tabs, obviously being very heavily involved in those as well, super active. Then an in-person personal trainer where I was on my toes all day, so still super active. If anything, I struggled to eat enough. To then being an online coach, spending my entire week behind a desk. Now, don't get me wrong, I love it, I do. I'm living the dream. But the reality is, I, as well as most other people, are becoming more and more inactive. If you've not adjusted your daily calories to account for the drop in activity levels, then you'll inevitably start gaining weight. This steady but pretty substantial drop in activity levels as our lives become more comfortable does mean weight loss or weight maintenance gets harder and harder as we age. Not only that, but our kids impacting our sleep, body aches and pains, age-related muscle loss, pregnancy weight gain, hormonal changes through menopause are all factors that can make things much more challenging. But as we can see from the graphs, the biggest player, your metabolism, is in a pretty strong position. So use that as motivation and work on correcting other things that might have regressed as we've aged. Are you less active? If yes, then get more active. Cash in more steps whenever you can. Have you lost muscle? Well, let's correct that. Let's rebuild things in the gym. Let's pump some iron. Knowing that your metabolism isn't broken, knowing that it's probably the same now as it was in your 20s or very similar, knowing that it's ultimately you, your activity levels, your habits that are really who's in charge of your physique. It's very encouraging. It's empowering. In fact, it's motivating. Don't allow your age to prevent you from achieving amazing results. Whether you're in your 20s or 60s, you have the ability to completely transform your physique. All you got to do is you got to want it and work hard for it.